And now it's time to talk about the most important, the basement of all programming, if conditional operator. So sometimes we need to perform different actions based on different conditions. For example, if there is something, it's Boolean variable. If it's true, we are doing some part of our code. If else, it's wrong, false, we are doing another part of our code. The if statement evaluates a condition in parentheses, and if the result is true, executes a block of code. For example, let's create our code. We will use our prompt function. And the if statement, if year is 2020, we will alert and try. What do we have? So what's the year? Okay, let's try 2020. It's current year. Okay, condition was executed. The next attempt, the last year, and nothing happened. So result of this condition should be Boolean variable. So we have year and we compare it, and if result is true, we execute in this section of code. We have these brackets, and here there might be a huge number of lines of code. And something else. For example, we can declare any variable. So if statements always converts this variable to Boolean, true or false. It means that we can create code like if 0 it means that this part of code never will be executed because of its false. And next case, this part will be always executed because of its true. Another sample, let's imagine that we have name, let name, and now it's just empty string, and we can try if name, we will alert name. It's undefined because of name was converted, empty string was converted to Boolean, it's false, it wasn't executed. But if in case we will assign name maxim and we will call the same function, we will have alert function because of alert window, because of maxim name was converted to Boolean and it's true, and we can alert this name. The next part, else statement. So we can execute when it's true, and we can execute some other part in case it's false. For JavaScript, it's else. In brackets, we can alert wrong year, for example. Let's delete this part. Save it. And what's the year? 2020. Current year. Let's try again. Wrong year. So we have else section executed. So else statement is executes when the condition is false. The next example, we can have multiple if-else statements. For example, if year is less, then we can if and again else is too big. So we can add as many as we want this if else. So after if condition, we can put again if else. But one small part, else. So don't forget, we have if section and then else. In else we will have part of code will be executed, and this part, it might be another if statement. If year is 2020, it's great, and then alert again we can add else section. We can do it as big as we want. Try. Too small. Great. And too big. Too big. Expected result. The next what I want to show you is conditional operator question mark and colon. Also it calls ternary operator because of the operator has 3 operands. It's actually the one and the only operator in JavaScript which has that many operands. So how it works? It works result, we have condition question mark, then we will have true section, it will be executed if condition true, and we will have false section. If condition false, this will be assigned. So right now it doesn't work. Let's do some sample. Right now we have no age, so let's create it. Age, and so we have age, and if age is greater than 18, it's true. Let's try it. So your age, let's imagine that 20. It's true. Again, it's false. So this ternary operator is much shorter, and you can use it in case you need to get some result. And if you want to write small code. Also, as same with if statement, we can use multiple condition statements. For example, if we have true, if it's bigger, then this part we can if age less 10, for example, let's assign so we can allow to access if age is more than 18 years, we will show big. Then we will compare if age is less than 10 years, we can put some part of our code. And for example, let's do it in this case. We can split it a bit. So your age, let's imagine 9. It's less than 10, too small. Let's try 12. More than 10, and bigger, it's big. So we can add it as big as we want. But from readable perspective, it's not a good case because of it's very difficult to read it and understand what's going on in this case.